Welcome to City League Darts. I'm Matt.
And I'm Shelby.
And we're excited to bring you 8 weeks of amateur darts from our laundry room in Austin, Texas. We have 8 players competing in a Premier League style season. 7 weeks of regular season matches culminate for the top 4 in a finals night playoff to determine City League champion. Let's take a look at the schedule as we get ready to jump into our Week 1 matches. This week's action will kick off with Silver Fox Seth Wilkerson going up against Electron John Porterfield. Next up are Jimmy D, James Gilligan, and his real-life brother, Sweet Action Mike Gilligan. After the brothers, we'll see Dart Maestro Russ Mitchell take on DJ Mike Hughes, and finally, Wood 13 Darren Ross and Toaster Dave Weyland will close us out in this inaugural week. With that, we're ready to jump into our first match between Seth Wilkerson and John Porterfield. We're underway here for City League Week 1, 2020.
Yay.
Aren't you excited?
All right, I'm ready.
How excited are you?
I'm so excited.
Cheers.
Cheers. I didn't
All right.
get started.
So,
41.
slow start for Seth. As I enter an incorrect
41
for the very first one, so off to a fabulous start here.
19.
So 19 with one dart for John. Maybe a little bit of booth jitters here just to start off this season.
$38.
All right, now we got the scoreboard updating. Little hiccup there as I fat fingered the first score initially. So slow going for both these guys so far. Of course, it's still early in the match, so John was playing a little bit earlier today, and when I looked about 3 legs in, he was throwing at about like a 35 average. So I feel like that's pretty well below his standard, but he certainly, let's see, was that a 22? He certainly will.
22.
He can certainly dip down into the 30s, yeah, but he can also shoot mid 40s or so, which could certainly give Seth a run for his money. So
60.
Funky little double 19 there with one of Seth darts, but.
And what is this, the best ever first?
So these players are playing a best of 8.
Okay.
So they can draw at 4-4.
28.
Or it's a race to 5.
Okay.
So the 4-4 draw earns each of them a point on the standing table in order merit.
And a win is 2?
60.
And then the winner gets flat out 2. With the tiebreaker going to leg differential for players who are tied in points. So every leg does matter. There's still a big difference between a 5-0 victory and a 5-3 victory.
And this is Premier League type scoring.
Exactly.
60.
Seth's finding a pace now, putting in 3 consecutive throws with the 60.
Yeah, nice.
Granted, the first string of that was a kind of fugly duckling
26.
with that single 19, double 19, single 3. But hey, a lot of ways to skin the cat, and a lot of ways to get it out into checkout range first, which
nice.
he is well on his way to do.
Yep.
65.
I don't know if I'd say ooh wow like quite that positively. It's one of those happy little accidents.
Oh, getting a top,
the
because
double
you're not
20.
really going for the top. So
Or maybe he is. Who knows? Listen, far be it from us to criticize.
he's practicing.
Right? He's playing this, we're not. So
Yeah.
what do we know?
Really, he can't sit there. Oh, he can't because you can hear him purring.
Those are 2. Ooh wow, 3 great
60.
darts.
I thought my thing could be top.
So Seth is finding a range really early here.
29.
All right. 26 yard would be fantastic for this opening leg, especially given how slow how slow of a start Seth got off to. So we'll see. Wanted the treble 17 to leave tops. Looks like he hit the single 2. 89, so wants triple 19 to leave 32. They missed it, so 70 left. Either got the triple 18 or triple 10.
40.
Or not. I don't know what that was about. He was trying to go I don't know, on 70 left, you wouldn't want to go 48 for 22. I don't know what their thinking was there, but we'll get a lot of that this season.
21.
That's a pretty good intro in the first leg to how some of the Q League players are going to approach some of the math and the decision making. We're going to be scratching our heads a lot. You're not going to know. I'm not going to know. No one's going to know.
I'm not going to know.
Shelby's not going to know. Oh, so I think. So obviously Seth's first start was in that single 19. He tried to follow it up with the double 16s. It looks like he hit a single 16 and then tried to hit double 8, and ended up inside hitting 51, but not the way you need to according to the rules. Ooh, misses the 19 this time, so 44. Will he go 4 or 12? Calculating. 44 left. Wanted to go 12 to leave 32. Hits 9, so gets there eventually.
Are they allowed to ask how much they have left?
19.
19.
So she'll be asking if they're allowed to ask how much they have left. They are indeed.
They're not allowed to ask what they need to go for.
Exactly. Ooh.
130.
Some 30 there from John to ask Seth the question, as they say.
All right.
Oh, disappointing. He should just bust it here instead of trying to go for 1. Just
What's
throw
he
it
gonna do?
Throw it in the middle of that 7 area. Oh,
Yeah.
well, I think he tried to go for it. I think he tried to set something up. I think he tried to hit the 1 with that third dart, which I just do not advise. Meanwhile, John was looking for 88 with that second dart. I wanted the 48 for tops. Went with 30. Still on 32, Seth here. He's had a whole bunch of looks at this double 16 that's been his nemesis so far.
Oh, that's close.
16.
He's dialing it in. He has an unfortunate 444 for John. Leave him 60. So we're not.
What was he going for
He's in
there?
a single 4. He's going for triple 18 on the first start.
Oh, on the second one.
He was going for triple 14.
27.
So it was a single 4 to leave him 74. Wanted triple 14 to leave 32.
Mm-hmm.
Had to work around. So Seth's still struggling here. Double 4. There he goes.
Nice.
Got it.
Oh my goodness. Better late than never.
Nice.
And we've got a match going. Man, that was looking to be a really sweet little 26 starter. He had 91 after 21
Yeah,
after
he was
20
chipping away.
after 24. Seth did. Yeah, just couldn't walk through
close
the door early.
45.
So it was surprising too, because really at the end of that leg, Seth was finding that range, putting
41.
in 60 after 60 after 60, and good 60s. I mean, aside from that first one that I ragged on him enough for. I mean, they were good dart shot around that treble. Nice starts from John, doing well to find that treble 17 in there. Ooh, Seth, can you get the ton?
Yeah, nice.
Yep.
100.
Almost poked in the Shanghai with that third dart. Pretty darn high. Meanwhile, we got some.
So John favors the 19s.
42.
Yeah, it looks like John is one of them 19 throwers. Ooh,
I have a hard time with 19s. Anything lower.
59.
Is it just finding the distance that you find hard? Like
Yeah. I
throwing
don't know.
softer?
I think I just feel like I'm better at the top.
Yeah,
Better top.
at the top half.
38.
Part of me is wishing I had a number pad, so I'm entering the player's scores here.
That makes it
Sort of wish I
smoother
had
for
the
them.
physical number pad.
22.
32, I think. No, what did he say?
22, I think.
22.
Yeah, we need to start.
Yeah,
I need
pay
to
attention,
do
Matt.
better to pay more attention to this. We'll see. 50-50. I'm still chalking after week 1. Because part of the difficulty is I gotta kind of stop and listen to the call of the scores and stuff, and I feel like it's interrupting the flow a little bit of some of the commentary.
Nice.
100.
There. Just outside of checkout range, but you figure he'll be looking at a finish after his next turn. Ooh, John's still really low on the board.
47.
Is finding that double 19 like Seth was. Is Seth going to switch down here? Is he going to stay? No, he stays up there. So
41.
that's the kind of decision making you'll see a lot here. I think a lot of players would have advised going down to 19 on that third dart, shave off the 9, put yourself on a nice even ton 20. Rather than leave the 119. And that was a what did he say? Just 6. So I was I heard the 6 in there and I wasn't sure. I just a lot of 2 dart visits
61
from these players. Like a surprising amount so far, I'll be honest.
29.
You know, the low scores are one thing, but just straight up missed turns, they gotta do better to avoid that.
That's what I do.
Yeah, right. What could go wrong? The Seth there, very interesting decision making. I'm not. I mean, that first dart at the 10, like I don't. I mean, okay. So I guess.
Matt.
I guess trouble.
Really, it's 33.
I don't know. Now I'm just getting confused. Now I just need to shut up and pay attention to scoring the right scores here.
And when you get with
70.
the doubles range, you gotta put that in too.
I have been doing the doubles. I have been entering those well because I'm prompted for it. That's why Seth got flustered a couple turns ago. I forgot to enter the missed doubles, so like no score got entered, and he was kind of waiting for a second, like Matt, where are you? All right, finds a 12 this time. Down to the nemesis, double 16. Still wants his nemesis. Won't do it.
12.
If he gets a chance back. But meanwhile, Porterfield at 104. And it's a bogey now. That's why I like going for 16s on 104, not the 20s. If you miss the 104, you're to the left or the right. You're on a bogey, 103.99. 18 won't do too much to put the pressure on Seth. Not like he needs pressure to miss the 32 shots here. Ooh, could have used that first one as the marker. Can he still?
Oh,
Little
close.
inside.
Very close.
John now one leaves 85, wants treble 15. Ooh, way high. Looks like I score a 34 here.
Oh, 28.
28.
Okay, so it was a single.
What? 6?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter because
Seth got it. Nice.
Seth gets
Good
it on
game.
the third dart. All right, and Seth will have the darts
All right,
here,
shoe
with,
up.
completing the
Shoe
break. So Seth just had a 40 average here. John at a 37, so not too much between them in the numbers. Both players are kind of getting down close to checkout range. Seth getting there early.
26.
Kind of
Or
piddling
28.
for a while. And John just not getting there that often.
Number of darts.
Yeah.
41.
Yeah. So Shelby's pointing at the broadcast booth here. So the first dart was first leg.
41.
Seth took out in 41 darts. Second leg, he took it in 33. So we'll see if we can keep that trend going and make it a 25 darter here this leg. Wouldn't that be nice? So slow coming in 45 there from John.
26.
It seems like Seth's lost a bit of his pace here, not really putting in those consistent 20s like he was the last couple of legs. Looks like a 45 from John over there. And that is, again, the kind of darts that we'll see with a bunch of the players
60.
this season. Some hotness, some coldness. It's just some streaks, some good double shooting, some bad double shooting. The
63.
one thing that will be pretty consistently bad though is going to be the math and the decision making for all, but maybe one or two of the players
48.
might exhibit some better decision making. But yeah, for the most part, you'll have a lot of doubles, double 20s with the in the 300s, and
85.
folks going for 20s on 119. So that's how we roll here.
$41.
We'll see if John can get into range, and that single one makes it pretty tough. That would have been another opportunity to test some of the checkout decision or the check down
24.
decision making to see if John would have tried to set up the 164 there with a couple of big singles. It's like 27
27.
from Seth there. So Seth's definitely cooled it, put on the brakes with the scoring, and John's turned it up. I think actually all of his darts have been scoring. I think that's 112.
A lot of points.
112?
95 and 17.
All right. 95 and, yeah. Okay.
Giving John the old confirm.
28.
All right, so maybe this is John's opportunity.
Yeah, let's see him within checkout range.
Oof, again, same thing last time. You had 86, scored the 1. So just a single 15 now after that double would leave tops. He's on 55 after 31. Oh God, he couldn't hit the big number.
Is it out?
So it'll be a 31. Yep.
Yeah.
$30.
So John with a simple 2-dart combo here. He needs to hit the big number, and he doesn't at that single 10. So 45 left. Wanted 13 to set up 32. Missed it. He does 41.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and he keeps on. And he
no,
busts!
he busted.
And he busts it, and he doesn't even get a look at a double. Oh, he had 41. He wanted the 9 for 32. Hits the treble 14. Meanwhile, we have another just big double going for the treble 20s, hitting a high double on that double 5 for Seth.
Oh my gosh.
And we got a bust there.
No.
Bust.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
And again,
I didn't realize it was
a
the
bunch of
second
darts under 60 and not a look
realize.
at double yet. Oh, shit. Well, at least Seth doing some good decision making. I
Okay.
can't believe it. And he Robin Hoods it. Oh, that's
Oh, no,
terrible.
I thought it
Yep.
just was the angle. I thought it was in the 20.
Nope. He needed one more.
No, he did not
18.
Robin Hood it.
Yep.
Really?
Oh. 20.
Oh gosh, and John just making an absolute hash of this, missing all the big numbers all the time, still not on a double here. Meanwhile, Seth hits the 12,
Okay,
back to the
here he
nemesis.
is, back to the
Oh, the bookies are
double
going crazy.
16.
Double 12 now after the 8, wants 24. Can't do it, so 20 will leave him
20.
on 24 when he comes back. If he comes back, John just hit an odd number. He does it. Now he wants the Wilkerson nemesis. All right, same pattern, double 12. Oh,
Close.
11.
at least it's a good look that time. Finally, a couple of missed doubles on the board for John. Then again, maybe he would have preferred not to have those looks. Just keep his doubles impeccable.
Yeah.
Oh, and there Seth goes.
Nice one.
That second dart. Well, we're going back up the numbers in the dart counts now. So 38 darts that late
All right.
for Seth.
Shoot well.
Not the 25 like you asked for.
25.
No.
$41.
I mean, listen, if John could just keep on throwing 41s consistently this match, like, he would have had more looks at doubles. Like,
Well, I
it would've been
find,
a better
okay, I
spot.
mean, this is where, like, I'm not good at darts, so whatever. But I find when when I start to go for doubles, when I'm, like, in the checkout range, I get lower score. I end up getting actually higher scores, actually. That's when I'm, like, better when I'm trying to.
42.
You think that pressure helps? It just feels more imminent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas when you're 501, it's like kind of whatever. I got time. Yep. So you get 56 from
56.
18 scooting in. Just keep the third one on the board. Oh, all right. So a little 86 there.
86.
Yep. 38 and 48 for John. I don't think he was going for that treble 16. I think it was just one of those happy little accidents off of the treble 19.
45.
Oh wow, I thought that was for sure a 60 from Seth there. Seth's scoring though does seem to be tightening up a little bit. At least his darts are
45.
clustering a little bit more around that kind of treble 20 wedge. Well, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said anything.
Way to go.
Yeah.
They can't hear you though.
No.
Right. So.
23.
Yeah, I don't know. We need one of those door counter attendants. Okay, wow, what the hell? We're just doubling up around here. So 9 and 30 is 47.
79.
Yep. I mean, this is, I don't know.
Well,
This isn't great. So I was gonna say, and we should have one of those door counter, people counter things that like bouncers have at the door to keep in fire code.
4.
Have one of those for every time a dart just
accidentally
doesn't
thrown.
score when someone still has like over 100 left.
Or an accidental double.
51.
Like, how high do you think those counters go? Wow.
Nice.
All right. So
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot
76
of
and 48 is 124.
Thank you, Matt.
Seth is welcome, even though he can't hear me.
$23.
That's an easier number to do. So let's see if Seth can make something of it. I mean, he's still way behind in this leg. Triple one's not going to help.
Yeah,
He's just
triple
triple
seven,
seven.
not too much either. Well, I can't tell what that is.
He has 44.
20?
44.
In the 20, yeah.
Well, that'll even put him in checkout range, so good on him. Oh,
Man. Is that a triple? No.
that's
Oh, it's single.
19.
38.
Seth, can you get down to 100?
34.
Oh, I didn't notice that. Again, I'm missing these darts. I'm having a hard time seeing the difference between the 520 and 1 on Seth's board. I think a lot of darts are just in the adjacent one.
Is that a triple?
No, it's
one?
a single.
Triple
I
one.
think it's a single 18.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
no, that is sticking
Triple
up. You're right.
one.
It's a triple one. Yeah, 23 scored. He's in 73.
40.
40 scored. So Seth on the 126, bunch of 19s will do it. Well, he had the right idea, I think.
34.
So Porterfield, yeah, with the 2 dart checkout. 16 for tops here. This is the big number. Will he go 9 or 17? 17 wants that double 16 just to put it in Seth's face.
Let's go.
Oh, still not on the board.
31.
With one missed double there for John. But at least he's getting looks now. At least he's getting chances, putting more of that pressure on Seth, who doesn't seem to be responding to it particularly well.
$40.
So again, we'll see if John can set up a checkout chance.
Bust.
And he busts it with that
No. You're going 9.
that
he's going
unfortunate,
9,
yeah,
double
9
eight.
9 for double 8. That treble 14 just bested him. All right, so Seth sets up 32. I can't believe he keeps on going for it. I thought for sure he would have said screw it and started going 12 tops at this point.
28.
So 28, he misses the double 12. Good bit high. So again, Porterfield with a chance. Gets the single.
All
Don't
right.
hit the single 16. Don't hit the single 16.
Oh,
all right.
okay, all
Wants
right.
double 4.
Double 4. Oh,
All right, well,
okay.
17.
All
Could have
right,
been
well,
worse. Could have been worse. At least he will have a couple clear shots at double if he gets back. Ooh, that was almost the exact same dart that Seth threw to win the last leg on double 12.
Yep.
Oh, 12.
Just inside on that third one. Not terrible shooting from Seth. John, double 4 still. And he busts it with the first one. So I assume Seth is just going straight double six here. I don't think he's going to go split it on the fours.
What would you do?
I would just go double six for sure. I'm not good enough to completely split.
Bust. Don't ask. Shut up, Lincoln.
Bust.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh. Well, we could have ourselves one of those.
Yep. We know this one.
Got it.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
Seth says, all right, let's stop this. We're doing enough of this nonsense. Ooh, and you know what we do after 4 legs
All right.
in the broadcast booth? We grab another beer. All right. Well, so Seth's guaranteed himself at least 1 point here.
49.
So the worst he can do is draw this at 4-4. So at least he'll get 1 point on the table. One more leg win guarantees him 2 points plus those leg differentials. John really just trying to
47.
Salvage some leg differential here at this point. It'd be awesome if he could pull out 4 legs, pull out the point, strap through it, but not looking particularly likely. That said, I
41.
have seen much crazier things happen, and John has had that door open for him, and he has come close to walking through it a few times.
Yep.
40.
I think John's shooting is tightening up. I think like the throws are coming in a little bit more confidence. It seems like he's maybe throwing a little bit harder as well. I wish this was a longer format.
24.
I'd have a lot of fun watching this go a few more legs. That said, hey, who's to say it won't, huh?
95.
Nice.
John showing up.
All right. Who has the darts on this one? How can I tell? Is there a way I can tell?
So the way you can tell is, so you see the dart counts
Number,
there.
and Seth started.
Right, so whenever the dart counts are even and someone's throwing
59.
darts.
All right, that makes sense. Okay.
Oof, look at these finishing numbers. Why don't you
83.
let folks know about those?
Where am I looking here?
The checkouts. Okay, so show me the
I don't know how to. No, I'm sorry.
26.
checkout stats here. So on the finishing, so Seth is 4 for 28. John is 0 for 7 so far this match. We'll see how that all ends up. Man, John with another
64.
dart off the board and then still finds trouble. It's a 64 turn with 2 darts. Like, come on.
I'll get better at this.
I wonder if the I just listen, like I don't I haven't seen John play that much. I really don't think that dude
60.
just like throws darts off the board like that. I really think that there's some of the some camera digits or something. Even though we're not in the ear,
Is this his first time doing something?
Online.
Well, yeah, online. Yeah.
56.
Yeah. So so both these players have been playing Q-Tour and practice matches online and stuff like that. But yeah, for John, this is his first
36.
style online thing. Though he plays a bunch in person.
Yep.
He's very active, in the Austin darts community.
Yep.
Has been for a super long time.
Yeah. You got the jitters though your first time when you played like online.
24.
And I still get them sometimes. I mean, I got the jitters and then I got over them, and then they came back.
Yeah.
After like a year, they started messing with me. It's crazy. I think I'm over it now though.
60.
All right, John. I mean, he's a good spot. Now, if there's a time to do it, it's now. 87.
Yep.
Wants treble 17 for double 18.
Oh.
Leave himself at 84. Probably going to go back up to 20s. Oh, unfortunate 9
9.
score. 5-3-1 in that order. Seth can do it here. The question is, will he? I don't think he will. So we got 53.
20, 18, and 15.
Calculating. So for 83 here, great timing. I hope you
27.
have it right now. We just lost.
There it is.
27.
Yep.
Sorry, we just lost John's board there. That was That happens. I don't know. That's baseball, baby. All right, Seth. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh, he got it! Holy shit! What are we looking at that for?
Big.
The triple 19, the double 18. Holy shit for the 93 for the match!
36, 93, yeah.
Incredible! Two-part combo. Wow, what a finish to a match that was characterized all the way through by missed doubles, and then Seth coming out of seemingly nowhere, putting in the bang bang 93 with the 57-36. Fantastic as we check out this match summary here. So clear area for improvement for both of them with the doubles, but at least we've got a baseline here as we prepare for our next match here between Jimmy D, James Gilligan, and Sweet Action, Mike Gilligan. The Battle of the Brothers. Real quick bull there, so Mike gets the bull, and we are underway.
Right, so I start off. Shoot well, Jimmy.
Do well, brother.
When it actually is brothers.
Yeah, when it actually is the brother, not just a term of endearment. All right, and we're off. It's like a 30 that was close around there, and Mike is just going to go ahead and enter his scores. Let me just remind him.
Oh.
Yeah. And just a reminder for Mike to, yep, there he goes. Yeah, that's cool. All right.
I totally forgot. Okay.
Different flow for all of us here. I'm going to miss some. The players are going to miss some for sure, but we'll all get there. Which is funny though, because Mike, out of everyone in the league, is most accustomed to having a chalker as he plays. So you would think of all the people who would embrace that, just kind of walk and do it. He would be the most comfortable.
But he also uses Darts Atlas too, so
he does.
He's used to using the app.
Looks like a 61 from JD there.
61.
Yep. So again, we're doing the booth scoring for now, just to try to keep one less thing off the player's mind,
60.
and to provide that extra level of checking just for the math, for the checkouts, for the carrying the ones, the 15 and 18 and 20 that just seems to fluster so many players.
45.
So not bad here. So we pull up the our broadcast little screen here that we have for the match.
81.
Man, another turn where Mike with the third dart is unable to find that big 20 for a ton plus visit. Oof, I don't know what the heck that second dart was.
40 or 42.
42 there from JD. So he's doing well to have all these darts. Well, aside from that second dart, that last turn, the dart's pretty close around that treble 20 bed. It's doing good to put two darts in the 20 at least each of these turns. But Mike is certainly outpacing him with that troubleshooting. But lots of darts yet to play. And as we saw in last match, it's not just the scoring that's going to get players there. So, who knows that either of these players could get down to 45 and still take 3 or 4 turns. Though I think with these two, it's far less likely.
Yeah, I think so too.
All right, now can he put in another one for a ton? There it is. No third dart syndrome of that term for Mr. Mike. Good first start for James. Needs one more 20 to get into checkout range.
Close.
And he's just outside of it. That's unfortunate. The single 20 there on that third dart would have left him 167. Meanwhile, Mike's in checkout range at 123. Let's see if he goes bull or 19s first start here. 19s it is. 104 left. Wants treble 18 for the bullseye if he wants to be aggressive, which I figure he would be. He didn't need to.
41.
He didn't need to be aggressive with that. He didn't need to give himself the shot at the checkout with James at 182. But knowing Mike, I'm sure he would have gone for it anyway. He would have wanted that the lower dart count and just the fancy checkout for sure. So meanwhile, we'll see if he goes bullseye or 14s here first start. One to the bull, landing with a 379. One triple 13 for tops.
26.
which I'm not a big fan of on 79. I would have gone treble 19 to leave yourself 22 for the double 11, and if you miss it, you still at 60, so you just have a big single to set up your next double.
44.
That's what I was
Isn't that what you were going to say, Shelby?
That's what I was going to
That's
say,
what you were
too.
gonna So, Mike, 16 for tops. Gets it. Oh,
I think.
unfortunate. Good looks, though. Those are two solid darts. James at 56. Oh, he wanted 20 for 36 there. Finds the triple one, rather. So 23 leaves him with 43. We'll see if he goes
So you
3
go
or...
3. Yeah, 3 or you go 11. What would you do?
41.
I would have gone 11 there. That's very unfortunate for him to not even have a darted check out there, starting the turn with 76. Meanwhile, Mike, 3 missed at tops so far. 4 missed at tops. I think it's inside. I think he wants
I can't
20.
tell.
20.
Yep. So James hit the 19 to set up 16. Double 8. Just without the flight. I don't know if it came off mid flight or what.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, neither. It took me a second too. Meanwhile, Mike double 10, and I saw him struggle on this in a Q tour a couple weeks ago, like 6 turns between 40 and 20, 6 or 7 turns, and this is looking to be shaping up to be kind of like that. We got a little Seth Wilkerson 32 here on our hands potentially, ladies and gentlemen. Who finds inside on the 8 on his second dart. James wants to double 4 and busts it on his third. Unfortunate. Mike still wants that double 10.
He's
Gotta move it
close.
inside. Move it down a little bit inside. I think
Ooh, I
that's
can't
I
tell.
think that's a single 6. Probably going double 7 here. Yep, and that's
Yeah,
a
boy.
bust. Rough going here. Like we said, the scoring wasn't what was going to win this game.
Yeah,
It was going to be
it's the
who's going to check it
checkouts.
out. The 7 leaves James 9. Once
Man.
I'm not sure what he was going for with that one. He had 9. I think he was like going for 3 for double 3. Like, I don't know. That's not it yet. That's still just outside. Just outside again. Can he find it with the third?
Oh.
He cannot. Oh
Wow,
my
they're
gosh.
at almost 40
Mike
darts
is
now.
not going to be happy. 0 for 14 so far. This leg for Mike. 0 for 9 for James. Woof.
Oh.
Still just outside there.
Just inside.
Double 5.
And-
Finally! What a nasty 42 darter. James 0 for 9, Mike 1 for 17 that leg. Welcome to Q League. Oof, 35 with a double 5 there on the first visit from James. What do you think about that strategy, Shelby?
We'll see how it works out for him.
Yeah. Wait, I should put a sign in here. No dodgeball.
What do you want me from me?
It's
Then?
like-
I don't know what you want from me.
It's like the sign of the Crackle. No White Russians. Just no dodgeball. 80. Another high double for James here in the early goings.
Nice.
He's getting ready for the world match play coming up. No, that's not the double in one. I can never remember. World match play, I think, is just a long format one where the finals is like best of 35 or something.
ooh.
Oh, is he gonna get it? Nope.
Oh,
What a loser.
104.
That's,
Nailed it.
strategically speaking, Mike would have been better off getting all 3 in
Yeah.
the treble 20. I think it's an 83. Yeah, wasn't sure if that third dart stayed into the 20 or if it managed to push itself left in the 5. So I mean, James is shooting really well this leg so far. Mike's just shooting lights out, but maybe that's off to slow down there. Yep, I'm gonna edit that. 24 there for Mike. Let off the hook there. James could have taken advantage and kind of taken the darts back. He's kind of let the throw go away to Mike so far this leg with Mike's incredible scoring, but it could have changed right there. But we'll see. Mike's losing his range a little bit. Starting to loosen up the spread. One throw above 60 here would be real helpful for James. Won't be unless he finds a trouble here. Oh no!
Oh no!
Flashes of the first match with darts off the board at 2 and 300. Ooh, Mike finding that treble 20 again. Maybe he's locking it back in, or maybe he's just stepping up and cheating now. Who knows? We don't know. We're just playing honor system here. Because he's playing his brother, does that make him less likely or more likely to cheat, do you think?
11.
Well, James was throwing solid. I don't know if some of the pressure that Mike's been putting on with these scores has been getting to him a little bit, but definitely cooling off from the first few visits. Well, disappointing score for Mike, but solid darts. I mean, those are 3 well thrown.
Yeah, he's got good groupings on the triple 20.
All right, so Mike in range. Wants 86, treble 18 for double 16. So 85 wants the treble 15. Will not find it. Well, I thought that was a treble 2, but just a single. Meanwhile, James still trying to get within range. And that's going to leave him on a bogey. Terrible, terrible, terrible math. That's unfortunate. Welcome to Q League again. So wanted treble 19 for double 12. Couldn't find it. Has 62, I think, here. Yep. So James will not be able to check this out. He's just trying to get into a 2-dart combo area and certainly will not do that. Fortunate with that final dart.
Yeah, he's hitting some triple 20s.
Yeah. So Mike probably going 12 for tops here. It's a top shooting fool. Who misses it? Probably 7. Oh no!
Ooh.
So he wanted then to go ahead and make it the 32.
Oh.
And what a
No.
mash of a turn. Went up with 52 and didn't even get a shot at double.
Yeah, and still on an odd.
Yep, still not there. Inexplicably, JD starting at the top of the board. Looks like 27.
Not everyone has all the outs memorized. Like you do.
Indeed. All right, so hits the 9, double 16 now. Will he get Seth? He will not.
Nice.
He says, "You know what? I'm not gonna Seth myself like I did on that double 10." So
Seth
maybe that's the trick for Mike here is stay away from tops and 10s and just start moving down to 32s.
I think the trick is to close it out on your first start. I think that's like
that's been a prevailing theory historically in the darts. Modern game advancements with large data AI, and when you consider the blockchain,
right.
Um,
Moneyball.
Yeah. So when you use blockchain-based technology to apply Moneyball principles to the darts, I think you quickly realize that only sometimes is it advantageous to check out right away. But it's far too advanced for most people. So
You're already gotten too esoteric for this.
yeah. We'll say that for the master class next season. All right, so I think I can turn these player mics back up. I was a little bit worried about a loudish 2-year-old on the left side and some music that's not copyright free.
23.
Some music that's not copyright free coming from the right side of the board, but I think that we're okay with that. Hear a little bit of background music from the right side, but I think it's low enough, so
20.
hopefully give folks something to hear from the players while we're doing this. All right. Don't like the start on. Oh wait, no, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Red.
I was gonna say I didn't like the start on. Would have gone 18s on the 3-4-2, but I was wrong about the starting point there. So was that 48? I think.
48.
So James having a really, really rough leg here. Scores at 26, 45, 20, and 48. I mean, Mike has a score of 36 and 23, but those are sandwiched in between a couple of tons. And we have to have a ton 80 here. We're not.
Oh,
Another sweat.
140.
nice.
Nice.
Again, not to be pedantic. Would have put the third one in trouble. And we got another high double here on a leading turn, or on a high remaining turn. Oy vey. 102. We'll see where Mike goes. Conventional wisdom would say 16s, but Mike is not a conventional man. So the 101, he wanted treble 17 for the bullseye, which again I'm sure he would have gone for.
48.
But as it is, under absolutely no pressure, JD is going to have to pop in at least two big trebles here. There's one of them. Oh! Alright, maybe JD's coming alive here. Definitely not surprising to see him put in some of these spurts of like those solid darts. Nor is it surprising to see the double 5 and the double 20 in the first 9 darts. Double 8 now. Doing the old double.
Oh.
Looks like he was a little
48
outside.
scored.
He was going for the single 16 on that second one. So the first left at 48, and then he just won another 16, leave 32, but hit the double thereof.
60 scored.
All right, so James finally in range here. Last 6 starts have been some of his 6 best of the match. Meanwhile, though, Mike on double 8 wants to move it in for a 23 darter, double 4 for a 24 darter. Oh, a little bit inside. Not bad darts. Meanwhile, James 107 treble out. Wanted the treble 19 for bullseye, but
45 scored.
Mike double 2 here. It's an awkward spot. He definitely would have preferred to have gone outside on that double 4 miss. Oh, he's going to get punished for it. A little inside. Wants the madhouse.
Madhouse or nut house or both?
They can do either. I've always heard of it as the madhouse.
It's nut,
And
did I
it's
just
going to be
make
a
up?
2
I just made up nut house.
for Mike. It's a 43 for JD. So unfortunate not to get a chance at a double there, starting the turn with 82. Meanwhile, we'll see if Mike can close this out. Still looking for that double 1. Oh boy.
You know,
This leg's
game.
slipping away.
I know of just us playing. Well, we've played cricket, or 501, and been in like the double 1 for like how many turns, Matt?
Too many. So again, 39. I'm not sure what James was going for there that first start. So he scored 10 so far. He was himself on 29. So I guess score of 29. And again, not a single opportunity at a double there that turn. Can Mike clean it up here? No, bust on the first. I'm just waiting for this leg to wrap up so I can tell Mike to turn that audio down a little bit.
Did you lock this?
And that's a bust from JD. Mike still in the madhouse. Bus on the first. Oh boy. This is getting painful. That's a bus for James. Shelby, you heard any good jokes lately? No.
Do you have a joke?
No. If I did, I would have told it by now. This is super boring. So is that a no? Mm-hmm. No. Oh, I was hoping James was going to walk it in. That first start seemed like such a good marker. Please, just mercy, one of you. Mercy. I don't know what's going on with these guys. I thought this was going to be a solid match, and I'm worried about. There's another match right after this one. There we go. There we go. Mike, can you put that music down a little bit? It's coming through pretty clearly on here. Can you put the music down a little bit? It's coming through pretty clearly on here. Yep, cool. All right, we'll try to get the player mics back up here, so I just don't want to get copywritten slashed on the YouTube here. I want to make sure that we can put these videos up and not have them taken down or muted over.
Sorry, 2 on the second dart.
Yeah, I'm sitting here just half entering Mike's score. That's my fault. All right, there we go. Bag of business. So, oh boy. Shelby, you know how to read these doubles now?
Yeah, I know how to read them.
So you wanna let
But is this cumulative for the whole match?
Yeah.
Okay. So then Mike he's shot 35 times. He's gotten it 3 times for an 8.6% checkout percentage. And then
26.
James is 0 of 15.
And what percentage? 0 15, baby?
0%.
0%. Unfortunate for JD.
81.
Thought he was gonna find that third dart in the ton, if not a ton 40. But off to a solid start with turns of 43 and 81. Good chance for him to get on the board here, hold his throw after Mike opened with just a 26. And a couple of ones here so far.
22.
All right, James, this has got to be the leg where James starts to turn it on. Another good dart. Another good dart. Keep it in there.
55.
That's such a shame. I don't know what he's doing on these third darts. The first 2 are looking so good. I love the way they're coming into the board. They're consistent. They're not like wobbly. They look like well thrown darts. And the third dart isn't even getting deflected out. It's just getting shanked. Oof. Speaking of, I mean, it's like deja vu that turn.
Uh, 26.
But JD letting up a little bit of pressure there. A ton here would get Mike right back into it. It's unfortunate that JD doesn't have a little bit more of a buffer there, and there's Mike on pace to shoot that ton. Yeah, let's just...
100.
I thought we were going to make it a ton 40. I thought he supersized his meal just high. Oh, James just letting off the gas. No.
9.
9, no. He says, switching to German for a turn. Ooh, Mike. It's like when he finds one treble 20, it's like he locks that in for a few turns. That's what we're seeing this match. Like, he doesn't just do one. I mean, he follows him in.
I feel like Mike has been either like in the ton plus range or in like the 20 range, 20-30 range.
Yeah, right
It's
now
like
a lot of like
almost not been a lot of
45s
40,
and stuff.
Yeah. He has an average of 42.6, but it's from way high or lower.
Yeah, as well as all his missed checkouts, right? I mean, his scoring is fine, right? 81, but it's just all those, what do you say? 35. This is 35 darts that just counted for nothing, which counts as more than 12 turns because.
Yeah.
43.
Yeah. Oy vey. the winning legs for Mike so far. 42 darts, 29 darts, and 41 darts. Oof. Starting with a 4 on this, the first 2 darts on the 120.
24.
And James still not able to get in checkout range there. That 5 on the third dart leaving him a bogey, 168. Meanwhile, Mike can do it in 2. He won't. 76 left. 56 left.
56.
Oh, that was a trouble one in that second dart as well. That's unfortunate. Oh, I would expect Mike to take this out this visit. Oof. That was a dart in the wrong direction. Oh, that was a very, very tight dart. I know Mike is going to be real unhappy with his finishing. His scoring has been fine. It's just getting down to
14.
it. Once he's gotten there, it's just been a real struggle to walk through the door. This double 10. Let's see if he can do it better than his earlier legs. There it is.
20 first
He
dart.
just seemed to take the time.
Cheers.
I could feel him kind of pausing
Shoot
out,
well.
pausing back at the Yaki. Just you could kind of feel the pace of that turn slow down a little bit. Mike collecting himself, probably up there saying, "Let's not turn this into a 45 darter again, shall we?" So finish that one in 28. Still well off. The average that Mike should be playing in the standard dart count you would expect from him.
45.
But maybe trending in the right direction. Who knows? And maybe we'll have a chance to get there because in this best of 8, if Mike gets one more, that's the match.
66.
So meanwhile, update on double stats. Mike 4 for 39 here. And JD 0 for 15 attempts. I guess 76. So decent opening from James. Ooh, is Mike gonna give him a chance for a break here, possibly?
40.
So James could steal the throw. That's gonna make it harder. Treble 20 would be super helpful.
26.
Not a single one though. But still with it, this leg. Unfortunately, doesn't have a way to get in checkout range next turn, as a ton 80 would leave him on 169. Meanwhile, Mike could have gotten into checkout range with a ton 80. But if he puts a third dart right by there, well, even the 60 is good. Those 2 darts above the trouble were setting up a nice wall for him to just kind of bank off and slam that third dart into the trouble with, but went a little bit low.
36.
So, 2 trouble visit again would get Mike into checkout range. Could still do it with the trouble. Oh, and he does it!
119.
Fantastic. Great decision making to leave himself 161. He could have also gone treble 20 there, would have left himself 155. Maybe he thought it was blocked, or maybe just kind of hanging precariously in there.
43.
So fantastic switch to the 18 and the hit. So 161, he wants it, but it's not to be. That's unfortunate. I thought he might have gone bull on that third dart with 1-2-1 to put himself with a single dart under 100. I certainly don't mind the 60 attempt though.
39, 60.
I'd have offered help with the math there, but I just straight up couldn't see what I would have needed to count. So Mike on 116, 96, wants treble 20 for double 18. Oh, a little bit high, that's unfortunate. It's a good marker though if he can use it. Ton would be great, that score. 45, not so much. Ooh, nice ton there. To apply a little bit of pressure maybe to his brother. Mike, treble 13 for double 16 here. But when he gets it, 39 wants the double 16. Can he go above it? Oh!
39.
Great first start. Beautiful, beautiful setup. Unfortunately, couldn't get through it. Let's see if James can take advantage. Single 20 leaves 90. I wanted the treble 18 for the double thereof. As it is, has 72 left with one dart. Looks like a 43, I think.
43.
Yep. Mike wants that double 16, the Wilkerson nemesis. Too cold. There it is.
32 score, second dart.
And that's the match. Well, another lesson in how not to double. Despite the 5-0 victory, you almost feel like Mike just sort of crawling over the line there. Average is certainly off for what I think both of these players should typically throw, as I've been saying. So, and again, like the first match, the checkout percentage, I think the clear area for improvement. So, that brings us to our third match of week 1 between Dart Maestro Russ Mitchell and DJ Mike Hughes. All right. And Russ has the darts.
All right. Shoot well, Mike. Shoot well, Russ.
So quick diddle here. 25 for Russ, outside for Mike. As we get these players kicked off on their
24.
inaugural Q League matches. So far, we've had really all Austin players. So match 1, we had John and Seth playing at Austin. Match 2, which we just saw with James
25.
and his brother Mike. Now James lives in San Diego, but lived in Austin for a while, and that's actually where I met him. And Mike lives in Austin, so
22.
strong Austin connections there. And here in this third match, Russ plays out of Austin. But Mike Hughes is our first non-straight up Austin player, or at least not Austin Tide player. Certainly JD is a San Diego player now, but Mike Hughes playing out of Denver, Colorado. The first person who's not part of this Austin
55.
community, so we are very, very glad to have him. He is from a different darts community, though, an online darts community called the Fodal that he's been playing in
7.
for a number of years, and we'll get some more of that a little bit later in this match.
45.
Little frog in Hughes' throat there. So pretty slow start for both of these players so far, but I would trust both of them to
60.
turn it up. So as I said, Russ plays a lot in Austin. He runs some, he kind of helps run some tournament series stuff and some
28.
different competitive formats. Plays some tournaments, plays some singles leagues. He definitely is a guy who prefers the 501 game over the cricket or over mixed game formats. That's why I think he's
41.
been a great addition to the Quarantine Tour and Q League. I think he's been having a good time playing this longer format 01, which is largely just hard to find in the USA.
81.
So Q's finding a little range there with that visit. Putting a little bit of gap here, trying to take the darts away from Russ in this first leg.
36.
And so, like I was saying, Hughes is part of the FODL. FODL, FODL, stands for Don't Forget to Save and Exit Your Match Dart League.
59.
And so with that experience, based on all the other players here in Q League, Hughes is the guy who I might like the most just to be
49.
just to be familiar and comfortable with the format. He's played more online darts than probably the rest of these competitors combined, and that's not
45.
an exaggeration. I'd actually bet money that that's the case. So it'll be really interesting to see if there's a difference in kind of his stability with the play early on
45.
compared to some of these other players who might be susceptible to some jitters. And that league that Hughes plays in is also a broadcast league. So not only is he used to playing competitive online, but also in front of a camera
53.
and knowing that he'll be broadcast and that there's a record of that match. But still early here, so got a lot of weeks to play.
33.
I messed up the score there for Russ. 2 3s, not 1 3. Can Hughes get the tops there? Ooh.
60.
Feel like his first two may have gotten in the way of that one. He kind of needed to lob the third over and down, and they just got caught up in those big flights that were blocking that bed. But he will have another chance at it with Russ going left on the 20.
7.
Ooh. That's a rough visit, so we'll see if Hughes can finish out this leg. Now he wants double 5. I think it's a little high. Gets it with the third dart. Fantastic. Wow. So it wasn't the sexiest leg. It was a 33 darter. Russ really dropped off with the scoring there toward the end, just setting it with a 35.2 average for that leg. Hughes with a 45.5. But a bunch of darts left to play. We'll see if these players are able to pick it up.
43.
But good on Hughes to not dance around the doubles like we've seen some other players do, especially in their opening matches. I think there was the one miss at 20,
60.
and then one miss inside at 10, one miss outside at double 5, and then inside on the double 5 for the hit.
22.
And by inside on the double 5, I mean just in the double 5. And that was a break for Hughes.
98.
So we'll see if he can complete it here. Russ is not inclined to make that particularly easy, though. He wants that break right back and just get us back on throw.
7. $76.
All right, well, Russ continuing to push ahead a little bit. I think both these players might be finding a little bit of a comfort spot here. Would love to see some steady visits, including trebles for both of them.
18.
Or not.
$60.
Not bad darts, though. I'm a little bit put off, I guess, by the way that they were entering the board. It seemed like that lower one was way askew. I wonder if Hughes is
64.
doing a little bit of wrist flicking or something there. And wow, good job on Russell to find that triple 18 there. He said 64. I kind of look up like, what? I thought that was like a turn of 11.
99.
Good math. Great math for DJ Mike Hughes. We know one of his photo league mates, the criminal, is going to be perhaps watching this at some point and will be very, very happy to see some decision making like that from
26.
Mike Hughes. Meanwhile, Russ's 26 leaves him on a bogey, unfortunately. So Hughes will be first with a chance, or not.
60.
Oof. Oh, that might have been a score of a 40 or an 80, honestly, the way that third one landed. Russ getting lucky with that third one after opening up with both those fives. So 20 leaves the 90. And I have no idea what that dart was.
50.
So I don't know. This has been a weird leg with Hughes' scores. I don't know. You would expect him to be a little bit closer here. I mean, last 5 turns, ton, 60, 99, 60, 50.
41.
So we'll see if he can get through it here. 20 leaves tops. A little high, but possibly a really good marker. Uses it on the wrong side. So Russ with an opportunity to break back, get back on throw here early. Critical, double 16.
48.
Wow! Fantastic. Barely any hesitation. I mean, that was just boom, boom, and in. All right. That's a better leg. 33 darts in the first leg for Hughes, 26 in the second for Russ. Russ, 1 for 1 on checkouts. Hughes, 1 for 6. That's the difference that between 1-1 and 2-0 right there. This is checkouts.
81.
All right, Russ is on. Russ is playing for keeps. He's settling down. Not surprised to see folks take a couple of legs to get familiar.
3.
You know, Hughes says 3 like it's embarrassing, but it's all 3 dart scoring. So hey, there's that. Yeah, I think I've seen even Michael Smith throw a 3 every now and then.
33.
Of course, that's Michael Smith, my mate at the pub, and not Bully Boy. I'm sure that went without saying.
85.
All right, well that's a better turn to average out that first round.
45.
I think that one, by the angle, looks like that was in. Is that
40.
Oh, nope, never mind. Whoops. And Hughes probably going to tell me it's a 40, not a 10. Yep, because I entered it wrong.
$28.
$60.
So, on a personal note, Hughes and I play together in the Don't Forget to Save and Exit Your Match Dart League. And we actually played last night. And
28.
that's all that we need to say about that subject. Which, in case you couldn't tell, means it didn't go too well for me.
100.
Which was disappointing, especially because Mike wasn't playing very well. Should have been, neither of us deserved to win a whole bunch of legs
41.
that were played, but someone had to. Anyway, Hughes came out of that one 6-3. We play all 9 legs in our league format. And I'm kind of disappointed I'm not playing this league here this season because I really would like a chance to get revenge on him. But we'll see if I make it to the playoffs with him and maybe get him there.
85.
So I said that we didn't play that well, and there's definitely a bunch of trash darts, especially toward the beginning of the match. That said, though,
28.
Hughes did end the match with, I think, 18 and 19 dart legs. He was either 18 and 19 or 19 and 20.
43.
So that's the kind of darts that Mike Hughes is capable of throwing. I think he wanted to go bullseye there to leave the ton. Maybe he was trying to go for 20s. Who knows?
59.
But anyway, that is to say that he is capable of pulling out some crazy darts. on camera and in much more hostile environments than what they're throwing in right now. So in that league, the booth
57.
audio is actually in the player's ears the whole time. So as you're trying to set up the double, like Mike would be listening to everything I'm saying right now as he's hitting that treble 15. He would be hearing all this stuff. So 46 leaves in 20. A little bit inside. That's unfortunate. So he'd be hearing all of this right now, and you can imagine how potentially debilitating that can be, especially in a sport that's so mental like darts. Meanwhile, Russ 20 once tops. Couldn't sling it in like that. He gets it. It wasn't quite the beautiful boom boom single 16 double 16 combo of last game, but we'll forgive him one miss. I think. Just don't let it happen again, Russ. So, meanwhile, I'm sitting there just
58.
stroking Hughes' ego while Russ puts in a solid little 30 dart leg. Again, not what he'd want. I mean, I'd expect certainly both of these players to mostly
30.
be throwing sub 30 legs, and even a lot of like 27 or 24 and belows, but not the pace so far.
22.
That's 60 on the floor there.
38.
38, 60 on the floor. And that wasn't a dropout or anything. That looked like that dart just
41.
sprung right off the wire, almost like a boing sound more than a clunk. That's the technical term.
25.
Technical term for a straight wire hit is the boing. They don't teach that to you in school.
45.
At least they didn't when I went to school, but it's been a while. Oh, beautiful first start from Russ.
83.
So I wonder if he's feeling a little frustrated at the top of the board. He's just deciding, hey, I just need to switch it up, maybe kind of loosen my mind up, get out of this like
60.
some scoring rut or something. But at any rate, that move to the bottom of that turn certainly helped. Wow. It's like a 97.
97.
All right, so Russ tees and checkout range real quick here. Looking to steal the darts away from Mike. Complete this break.
41.
And Hughes having to rush up there and tend to that dart, making sure it doesn't fall out.
71.
Wow. Russ finding that treble 19 like it's his job. And doing the good math all around it too, which I really respect.
40.
All right, so Russ with at least 6 starts with a 157. Come on, just do it in 3. Why not? Do it in 3. Why not? Oh, Russ, you suck at darts.
137.
Oh, what a bummer. Beautiful, beautiful setup. You can just see how tight that third dart was, just how low it is. Oh, beautiful setup. I wanted him to get that so bad. And Hughes applying some pressure here. Russ, double 10. What's it going to be? Oh, we got a match. This is the kind of action I was hoping for Q League here, folks. Come on, move it in there, Russ. Oh, way outside. Maybe a little nervy, maybe a little too much adrenaline pumping after that gorgeous 137 that should have been a 157. It's on for Q's double 18. Double 18 still for the leg, for the steal. Oh, he goes inside. So unfortunate. Oh, 2 misses there. Russ still for the 20. Double 10. Well outside again. He's not giving himself a marker. Inside, double 5. Can he make the switch? Oh, he cannot, and really hurts himself there. Hughes, can you settle down and make this? Wow, what an awful, awful dart with the first. Oh, he'll be so mad at that. Russ sets up the double two. Well low.
30.
Inside, give himself the madhouse. Meanwhile, Hughes, can he get that dart higher? Well, maybe not that high. Not that high still. There it is.
18.
Marker. I don't need no stinking marker. All right. Wow. Break, back, or break and hold. Like, oh, wow. We started break, then hold. We had looks at much better legs. I mean, it's still, 30 and 33 darts the last two legs. Not
80.
not pretty, but oh well, and that's just 80 for Russ. Oh man, it's too bad that point wasn't angling down just a little bit. If the point had just been touching the board, he would have gotten credit for the additional 20 for the ton. But as it stands, if that dart is dangling and the point is not making contact at all with the sisal, then it's a no score.
20.
Oh wow, Russ, 2 consecutive 2-dart visits to open up this leg.
41.
All right, let's see if we can get this thing back on the rails. This has gotten a little wonky. Last 3 minutes here. Yeah, that's some better darts. That's some better darts.
60.
All right. Now I feel like we're playing a normal game with real humans.
43.
So pretty close averages between these two players. Russ sitting at a 48, Hughes at a 48.8. So not much between them. The
92.
checkouts look a bit nicer though on Russ's side. He's taken out 48 and 60. Meanwhile, Hughes has taken out just a 20 and an 18. Ooh, that's on 40.
140.
Nice, beautiful for Hughes there. Didn't have that ton 80 sweat like we saw in the first leg a couple of times, but 3 beautiful darts nonetheless.
55.
All right, both these players starting to put in darts that look more like what I'm accustomed to seeing out of them.
60.
So Russ still outside of checkout range. Oh, well, not anymore.
81.
Beautiful 81 there. And just absolutely fantastic groupings from Russ, though, as we've seen earlier, potentially to a detriment. So 80 scores so far. Hughes wants 90, wants 57, triple 19 to leave tops. No, he's at 77. Sorry, wants triple 19 to leave 20, but he missed way left. The 19 leaves 94. Treble 18 for tops. Oh, well inside. Really tight dart.
Oh,
So 27 scored for Russ.
27.
So Hughes can do it here. Oof. Wants 19 for tops. Oh, that's unfortunate. Misses the big number. Don't let Wayne Mardell see this.
21.
Hughes, you never missed the big number. I just can't believe I tried to do a Wayne Mardell accent. That was outrageously embarrassing. And if I don't edit that out, then you just know I'm an honest guy. Oh, the treble 18 is in. Double 16 for Russ. Is that inside or it's a single 16? Oh, he busts it!
But it's a
He
bust.
busts it! Oh, I can't believe it. After that beautiful, beautiful first start. Oh, you just got to tell yourself, sink it into the middle of that 8. So, meanwhile, Hughes
8.
was looking for tops on the first start, then double 19 on the second and third. Happy little accident to leave himself 32. We'll see. Meanwhile, that one leaves Russ 85 on treble 15 for tops. I think that's a 2. I think that's
20.
a 20 score for Russ. So not helping his cause too much, but doesn't really matter if Hughes refuses to check out. But Hughes is not refused to check out. So gets those 216s the proper way this time. And that was a 25 dart leg. So now we're seeing some better numbers here. And it was a 25 dart leg that could have gone either way. So Hughes shooting a 50.8 average now.
121.
Russ with a 47.7. And these numbers are climbing. Oof. A little shaky from
26.
Russ there. He's got to right this ship. So again, we're playing a best of 8 format here.
45.
So these players can draw at 4-4, or if a player reaches 5, then they'll win the match and earn all 2 ranking points for the season.
94.
I wasn't sure if that was a 58, but that 18 was in that treble. Ross has consistently been finding that treble 18 when he's really wanted it, doing a great job there. Yeah, we should just stick on the 18s.
43.
Of course, there's always a chance that those are treble 18s that are missed 20s. Not like I've ever thrown any of those, but, you know.
81.
Shoot, and as I look at these players' boards, I realize they are both oriented upright. So for our intro video, for all the photos that I got for those players,
70.
for that snazzy little sequence that y'all saw, I had them rotate their boards into the upright branded position, to look sexy for the sponsors. But I'm wondering if these two interpreted that as they should be upright on camera all the time, which is not the intention, because we don't want y'all thinking
41.
that we don't know how to rotate our boards and how important that is. So just for anyone at home wondering, these players absolutely rotate their boards, and I'm pretty sure that they put them in this orientation for me tonight,
100.
which I will tell them not to do in the future. Bad math from Russ there. Oh, no, I guess the third one. Well, yeah, bad math from Russ. Got to shave off the 8 before that third dart.
60.
A 98 there would have left himself a finish. Put himself on 170. As it is, he's guaranteed Mike to have additional visit to the board. Ooh, is it a 120?
32.
Oh, sorry. Yep.
60. 117.
Yep. 132. I'm an idiot.
15.
72 and 60.
Nice.
What was I thinking? A single 5. I don't know what. Or I was thinking treble 1. When I put in that incorrect score initially.
70.
All right, double 18 for Russ here. Get back on throw inside double 9. Whew, well outside.
18.
All right. And Hughes seal that back and guarantee himself 1 point for the match. So getting to 4 guarantees the worst he could do would be a draw for the effort. Ooh, we have seen some rough doublings. That's what everyone's got to work on so far in Q League. Russ, we got 2 for 17. Hughes, 3 for 20. Ushka, am I right? Russ leaves himself with 9 and busted on the second one. Hughes, double 10 again. There it is.
20.
All right, so Hughes guarantees himself a point for the first round here. So worst he can do is draw. Meanwhile, Russ... Oh! Yeah, okay, wow, I was miscounting legs. I was like, wait, was that the 5th one? No. Meanwhile, Russ just trying to get 2 more to salvage 1 point for the draw.
60.
And he can certainly do it. I mean, at this point, these players are just on throw. Oh, no, they're not. Right, now he's got to get the break back right. So it's his throw now. He's got to hold and then break, complete that.
80.
And then he'll be good. So a hold and a break for Russ is what he's looking for. And meanwhile, Hughes just needs 1 out of the next 2
26.
to get all 2 points for the match.
Like 45.
All right, so his last 2 legs for Hughes were both 25 darters. He is getting into that range, getting more comfortable, feeling a steady rhythm here. I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
45.
Looking at it right now, Hughes is 39 points ahead against the darts here. He's kind of half a turn into taking the darts away from Russ. You'd think that. Sorry, I'm just correcting scores here. You'd think that Hughes would just be running through this, but at the same time, I mean, I think anyone who's played with Russ or kind of knows of Russ knows that he could absolutely roll off two here real quick, come back and take the darts back in this leg. So all right, and there he goes with it right now. Right, putting the pressure back on Hughes. Oof, who puts it right back on?
97.
Yeah, 97. Fantastic darts. Still outside of checkout range, but in a much better spot than Russ is at the moment.
30.
Hughes trying to set himself up something nice. Ton would be fantastic. 60 would be fine.
60.
All right. So Russ trying to apply a little bit of pressure, but a full 100 points behind after the same number of darts in this leg. So has absolutely given the throw away to Hughes, or you could say Hughes has taken it.
46.
Yeah, with scores of 80, 45, 45, 60, 97, 60, 46. No, that's not really taking the darts. That is Russ kind of stepping off the gas a little bit. That was almost a ton there. He really, really, really could have used that ton. Once tops now. Hughes for the match.
48.
Goes inside. So Russ, to give himself a chance to salvage a point here, wants treble 19 for double 18. I think he hits that 3. He's got 90 left. I think scored for Russ there. So Hughes double 10 for the match. Ooh, a little bit inside. Back to double 5. Once more, can he knock it in?
15.
Ooh, that's an unfortunate visit. So Russ with a chance here. Single 15 for tops. All right, well, treble 15 for double 5. Many ways to skin that cat, and he does it. All right. Last leg decider time.
Interesting way to do it.
Last leg decider time.
I'll take it.
No one says how you got to hit 55 other than it's got to be on a double. Me personally, I would have gone 5 bullseye there, but that's just, I don't know. I'm not a punk, so it is what it is.
96.
But if you're not going to go 5 bullseye, then I do think that treble 15, double 5 is probably the next best route. That's just my opinion.
45.
Well, that was that was exciting. And man, yeah, I mean, who knows? Like I said, Russ could totally peel off, those darts. That was a 29 darter. Hughes gave him the opportunity. I mean, Hughes was looking solid in that leg, but someone's got to walk the door. Someone's got to be the first to put that double in, and it does not matter at all what you do before that happens.
85.
So Hughes applying good pressure here. Really trying to seal this victory, but like we've seen, I mean, just the point lead is not just enough. Gotta get down there, and then you gotta close it out. That being said, if you have a lot of time to close it out, like Russ is appearing to give
81.
Hughes right now, then that makes it that much easier. Another one of those would be real helpful.
81.
All right, we'll see if Russ can keep on applying some of those. He'll need to keep on putting in at least 80 scores,
47.
and he'll need Hughes to get in the checkout range and then just start piddling around the board, which I don't quite think is going to happen.
11.
I just feel like Russ is kind of losing it a little bit. Just losing the narrative, losing some of that focus, perhaps.
44.
Heard some of the mental math calculations there from Hughes. Getting there eventually.
81.
All right. Well, that if Russ keeps on putting in some of those 81s and doesn't interrupt them with 11s, then he could make this interesting. So leaves him 85. All right. So Hughes is going to go ahead and set up 28. It's going to be a 90 score.
90.
So he'll want the Mensor when he comes back,
Double check that.
and he'll have.
57 and 15.
Yeah, he's good. He's double checking his
72.
math. It's good. I checked it.
90. Yeah. Okay. Good.
If he had just looked at the scoreboard, he would have known that it was correct because I entered it, and if it wasn't correct, then I wouldn't have entered it. Even though I think I entered an incorrect score during match 1. But just don't worry about it. So again, just so many of these 81s and 85s that just could have been tons and really made a difference in the chance for the leg. Oh, I think that's it. That's it for Hughes on the second dart.
Nice. Good game.
Thanks, man.
Ooh. All right, well, that was a little bit more exciting of a darts match. Much more consistent scoring and checking out from both these players than we've seen from both sides of either of these previous two matches. Hughes, the first in the league so far to exceed the 50 average in his match. Russ just dipping on the heels, just 0.19 away from that. And both players getting some legs on the board this time. Not another 5-0 shutout that we've seen so far. So let's go ahead and get ready for our final match of Week 1 between Wood 13 Darren Ross and Toaster Dave Weyland.
Green bit to you.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see if...
Right. Outside.
All right, so that was a quick little diddle there. So Darren with the darts to start us off here
Okay, shoot
in
well,
this
sir.
final match for Week 1. Shelby working on getting this big
set
old...
up.
This big old clunky chair over here. Meanwhile, I'll make sure I'm set up my scoreboard here to not miss these scores. Oof, 26 the hard way.
43.
Oh, 43. All right. So we're off. And we're off. I'm trying to make some room here. We got a cramped booth here.
30.
I missed the last match. Who was it? And
So what was that? That was...
it was not the Gilligans.
This is the one right after the Gilligans. It was Hughes
60.
and Mitchell.
Sounds like it was,
best
closer.
match by far so far.
Closer match.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's a weird 83 there, maybe from Toaster.
83.
Nice.
That third dart finding the skinny 18 there.
Now is Toaster in? He's in Fodal.
So Toaster's
What?
in the Don't Forget to Save Next Your Match Chart League, just like Mike Hughes is.
And what league? What a group?
So
85.
he's in the C division, I think.
Okay.
So Mike Hughes plays in the A division, and I'm pretty sure the Toaster's in C.
Oh,
Ooh,
bounce
80
out.
with at least 20 on the floor, if not 60. Yikes. So Toaster and Hughes, certainly the seasoned online veterans of the 8 players this season.
26.
Though I'm not sure how much. Oh, that's 26
20.
from the Toaster there. That's what he said. I just was talking through it. So I'm not sure how much
60.
he's played online in the
Okay.
past. I think
Darren?
that the Toaster.
Oh, Toaster. Okay.
Darren has played none.
Oh, okay.
So just like kind of everyone else in
81.
Fodal, or in
Q.
Q League here,
Yeah.
or City League. Who knows what
I
we're
don't-
calling it? Who knows what we're?
You're the
I
one
don't
who
know.
does call it, so I don't know.
Well,
Okay, well.
I call it that, but it doesn't mean I know what we call it necessarily. So with the exception of Toaster and Hughes, no one has played really much competitively online. A couple of folks have
47.
played in the predecessor to this Q League, a kind of warm up singles league,
Bust.
if you will.
Wow, we're already at checkout range. Okay.
Yeah.
Have not been. Okay.
Look live, girl.
Yeah.
Bring
Well,
up, come
start
to the
calling
mic.
it. Start calling it.
Well,
Matt.
yeah. Well, we're trying to talk, and we're letting the folks watch. 46, maybe.
36.
So Darren looking for the 68 here. So 48 wants double 16 here for the first leg to hold throw. Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Dart.
Nice recovery. Whoops. And
Very
again,
nice.
I'm, fat fingering these.
Sorry, I tried to fit in the numbers, Matt.
Oh,
Oh, it worked.
Yep.
Okay.
he can't
Yep,
hear
Darren,
you.
that's not your
Can't-
fault. That's my fault. Yep.
Just.
He can't
Oh,
hear me.
I thought you just unmuted it.
Nope.
I mean, I thought we were muted. I mean,
We've been muted. We're always muted.
so he can't hear you.
Right. Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah, I think I missed the hearing that from Dave, but I saw that 40 was in there. Yeah, so Toaster and Hughes. A lot of online experience. Everyone else, not so much.
Yeah.
But everyone else has been playing QTour online.
Yeah.
And half the folks
85.
have been playing Q League online. So, it's not like everyone's coming into this complete freshman. However, Hughes and Toaster are definitely the only ones who are...
Oh, wow.
Hey-o!
180.
Hey-o! How you, Dean? How you,
Dang.
Dean? Howard Dean, presidential candidate. Darren Ross, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
The first 180 of Q League.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first one. We've had a
I
couple
thought you were going to high five me. Or...
Gilligan had a couple sweats.
Okay, he did.
So Gilligan had a couple sweats there.
21.
And the
Would've
classic-
been
the
better
classic-
if
classic-
he'd gone for the triple 20. If he'd gotten the triple 20 that in those last starts.
Yeah. And here again, Darren with the classic 1080 follow up.
Oh, yeah.
93.
What better score to follow up the 1080 with than the nice 2-1?
60.
Wasn't sure if that was going to be a 41
We
or
have
a
some
60.
really high averages going on in this one. Look at Darren right now at 68.5. I mean, I guess that doesn't count I shouldn't be saying them, huh?
60.
Until you get to
No, I mean,
doubles.
hey, listen,
Until
we're
you get to the
through
doubles.
we're through 4 turns. It's a fine time to bring up the averages so far.
And,
44.
and Dave at 59.7, also very impressive.
I'd say. It's triple 20 to open up that turn.
Now, do I call them
85.
by their names or their nicknames? Because here you have
So we're
the,
doing
you
yeah,
have
so,
the names, but
Yep. Right, but we're also doing some nickname branding, right? Yeah. So my thinking with it is we're basically doing PDC style. So listen, we'll label them all kind of first last.
snake bite.
Just
but
like
the-
right, just like when you're watching the Pro Tour, you'll see Peter Wright.
But
Wait,
does
did I mess
everyone-
something up? Are they waiting for me?
You wanna
They
check?
should be yelling at me. No, okay.
Oh my god. 33, 40. 44.
Oh, we just
Whoa.
I'm not there anymore.
we just lost the toaster cam. Yeah, I'll get him on that. After Darren's turn, I'll unmute myself and alert Dave
Did
to
you
the
put his
camera
score in?
freeze.
Do you know how many it was?
Yeah, it's hard to tell if you. I'll have to ask if you had a double out. So, Darren, hold on 1 second. Dave, did you have a
83.
double attempt last time? We lost your camera for a second, and I'm not sure if you can hear me.
I can hear you, Matt.
Yeah, just sit tight. We're waiting for Dave. I just want to. So, all right, Dave.
Yeah,
So,
okay,
so you scored a 44 last time. Was there a bullseye miss by chance?
No.
All right, Darren. 82.
I have 57, 77, 82.
Okay. After much ado, Toaster sets up the double 16 with the single 17, and he gets it. Wow,
Nice.
dude,
All right.
freaking great start here. So this is a little bit better shooting than we've seen so far. Even better than that than the first match last night. So far, a couple 24 darters for both these players.
Hey, look at this.
66.1 average.
A ton. Yeah, really, really.
Was
good
that a ton?
throwing.
Did you call it a ton?
Yeah, it was a ton.
I didn't hear it. I turned my mic up.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing stuff.
11.
All right. All right.
Well, and
We got a game going.
The people we saw, the two matches that I have seen so far, they can both. I mean, of the people that I know, Seth and Mike
60.
are absolutely capable of throwing the way that these two players are too, but they just didn't in those matches.
Yeah. That's
45.
right. And we've been saying it. We've been trying to say
Yeah.
it. Like these are, those were not the darts that we expect to see throughout. This is the type of action we expect to see throughout.
60.
And we said that Dave plays in the C division in total. photo players have to work their way up. So this is like Dave's second season.
I was
So like
gonna
he
ask.
couldn't be
85.
any higher than he is
You
right
have
now.
to
Like he had to
start
start
in
in D.
D.
He had
Yeah.
to win promotion into C. He's playing in C right now. Like I'm pretty sure that's been the cadence so far. So, you know, a
85.
very important disclaimer when we talk about me and Hughes being an A, someone else not be. Like there's, you know.
Yeah. Matt got lucky because he started when there were only two. You started in B because there
I
were
started
only two.
right. I started in B, rolled through the division, and they got into A, and it's just such a different beast on so many levels
60.
now than it was then. All right, so Darren's really run ahead this leg, but it doesn't matter
60.
so much because it's just his throw. So
Right.
whether he holds throw in 15 darts or holds throw in 45 darts, yeah, it
Yeah, Dave
doesn't
just
really
needs
matter.
to break one then.
60.
So Toaster looking for a ton here to set himself up with the checkout. One more 20 is going to do it.
Nice.
That'll do it.
100.
So puts himself in range, but Darren well ahead with the 76. A little bit high, 116 to set up tops. Can you do it? Double 20. Wow!
Oh, yeah, we gotten 100%
Woo!
checkout so far? Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, Dave missed one. Okay.
Yeah, what a loser,
All
right?
right.
Amateur. Wow.
Wow.
24 darts, 21 darts. Boy, you got a stew
We
going.
got a stew going.
44.
Sixty.
As I crank out my own microphone here. Meanwhile, let me try to pop up the puppy cam.
45.
Let's see if this is going to work here, if this cam's still loading. Oh, there we go. Oh, puppy cam. We have the official City League puppy cam up and in effect. The puppy Aki cam, maybe we should call it. She's being a little boring right now,
45.
but I guess that's better than licking her butthole. Anyway, we'll check back in with her later. Back to the darts.
Oh, darn. 33.
And oh darn 33 there from Mr. Darren.
$30.
Ooh, and a 30
Did
from
we lose sound
Mr.
from him?
Weyland to boot. What?
Did we lose sound from him? Did you hear?
Nope, I
You
heard
heard
it.
him?
Yep.
Oh.
I might have been talking over it. That's why you might not have heard it.
Cute.
Oh.
15.
A cute little 15, as
1-5.
Darren says. He specifies 1-5, not 5-0. I was looking close enough to tell that.
Oh.
21.
A little bit lower scoring on this one so
Quite.
far.
40.
Quite.
Oh,
Wait, no. What did you say?
I don't know.
Oh no, it was okay. Yeah, it was a 21 and a 19.
81.
What are we hearing in the background?
I think
It's
it's
a
road
monster.
noise. So Darren's playing outside. Darren's
Yeah,
playing
he's playing
outdoors
in
in
his
his
garage?
backyard.
Oh,
No,
his-
he ditched the garage
okay.
setup. Yeah, that's the new thing. That's why he had the conversation. Ooh, great
80.
third dart there to sink in the triple 20. So Darren was previously playing in his garage, moved to an outdoor backyard setup now. I think the air was just stifling in the
Yeah.
garage,
57.
especially for Central Texas summers here.
Oh.
So he set up a backyard setup, and we were having issues a couple days ago with the internet quality. Like his camera was coming in like 240, 240 resolution, just not good. So right now the dude has got he's ran a
55.
long cord to extend his wireless router like well outside of
72. 82.
92.
He can't hear you.
65.
92?
No, 57 plus 35 is 92. Sorry about that. Thank you, sir.
Calculating.
Even with how many beers have you had? You are so good at math. I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
I won't even let my mind
I'm
try.
Rain Man. I gotta watch my
you
shows,
are Rain
baby.
Man. Jeez.
Did you get that, Matt?
Sorry, I forgot to hit the zero
Can't hear you.
misses.
Can't
My
hear
bad.
He can't hear
Yeah, right. I'm leaning
You
in.
keep thinking.
Yeah, we're all getting used to it. We're all getting used to this.
Oh my gosh! Was that his first
Thank
one
you, sir.
again?
Yeah, first one.
Shit,
Wow.
I'm typing
We got
shit in. Thank you.
we got some doubles. Darren, keep your
So
stupid
you
grubby
keep
mitts.
typing my
24 darts,
numbers
24 darts, 21 darts, 25 darts.
All right.
Woo! We got
a
City
stew.
League, baby.
We got a stew going.
Yeah, still going. Where's Carl Weathers at? Come on. Let's go.
Ton.
Let's throw some darts,
Yeah,
y'all.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Oh.
these players coming in to fight tonight. I love it. Kidding me?
60.
Kidding me with this action? Dude, check out.
And Dave is throwing really
Dude,
well
Dave's-
too. I
he's
feel
doing
like
great. He's running 55 average. His
Yeah.
one checkout is a 49. Meanwhile, Darren's checking out 68, 76, and 36. Throwing a 66.8 average. Get out of here. Shelby, you shut your whore mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
59.
Just constant big singles at a minimum for these players. Are you about to do another ton 80?
180.
oh my god! Oh
Wow!
my gosh!
Another one!
The way you said 180 threw me off.
You're a bitch if you don't check out the 161. I mean, we can all agree.
55.
Meanwhile, the measly 55 and Darren is off. It's off after 1.
41.
41. Like a loser. Jeez. Can you imagine
And
being so
Darren
bad
is
at
on
darts you
throw
throw
here.
41? Ugh. What were you saying, baby?
Is Darren on throw?
85.
Is Darren what?
Darren is on throw, right? 'Cause he had the dart.
Yes. Yeah. Ooh, terrible, unfortunate. Just not terrible, just
24.
unfortunate.
Terrible.
To leave 99 after the second one, yeah. It was a fine dart. It was like pretty close to that right side. Just terrible outcome is really what I meant.
30.
All right, well, just a nice little, well, okay, all right, well, that's 2 more. Can still take this out in 18. Not anymore. Wants 16 to leave tops when he comes back, which he certainly will.
56.
And this time I did not sit there and leave the missed double counter
Yeah,
hanging
you
for
were
like 10
bad at
seconds
that.
while the players sit around wondering, hey, Matt, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Ooh, nice
100.
ton.
The pressure's on. Like,
Oh,
of
yeah.
course, Darren's going to just check this
Yeah,
out.
right.
'Cause-
I mean, oh wow, he's now missed. Wow. How did he has?
20.
Oof.
Well, he just ruined his average.
well, at least the checkout percentage.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He was on 100%.
Those were the
3 for
days.
3. He was 3 for 3.
42.
Now he's
Not 12. Man, the number of scores I've just misentered here. So
Well, you
Darren
might
trying
have
to
had
walk
a-
it in. Oh, there he goes.
might have
Good
had
job,
a beer or
Thank
two
you, sir.
before this.
All right.
All
Well, I
right.
mean,
We
Dave or
still have-
Darren just
yeah.
running away with this. Shooting a 65.1 to Dave's very, very respectable,
Yeah.
like
Absolutely.
league second by far, 56.1 so
41.
far. Dave's just got to be wondering what the hell is
Yeah.
going on, especially if he was watching any of the earlier matches this week.
30.
He's got to be thinking, holy shit, this is not the kind of darts that were being thrown. I should be running the league right now based
Yeah.
on what he saw earlier this week.
60.
But Darren's having none of that.
Well, I like when it doesn't get to them because he's still throwing really, really tight. He just threw really tight groupings on the triple 20. Like
45.
I let that stuff get to my head. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
I'm not a good darts player, but
Yeah, I mean, dude, you're down 4-1. You're shooting a
Yeah.
56 average.
Yeah.
Like,
40.
you know. What did you say? 40. 40. Cool. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's,
Ton.
nice.
you know, but you know, even if this does end up in a pretty one-sided victory for Darren, you would figure that
41.
Dave would look back at this, you know, relative to the rest of the performance in the league so far, and be
Absolutely.
super duper enthused and kind of encouraged by this.
Well, yeah, that's
7.
what's nice about darts. You really are just playing against yourself.
Yep.
60.
95.
So I figure those chirps are from Darren's backyard.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Right? Must be pleasant out there at night. Bet it's cooled down pretty well.
76.
Nice.
So Dave just outside of checkout range. Darren trying to get here. If he can, he could need trouble now. Doesn't do
No.
it. 26 is not going to help him get there. So Dave should be the first in range, unless there's some catastrophe here. Unless there's some catastrophe here.
Oh no!
Well, he's in range. He got it in range. It's just not quite the range. It's just the long range. You see. Is that a 85? Looks like for
85.
for Darren there, but still jumping well ahead here, kind of taking the darts away from Dave in this potentially last leg.
Nice.
40.
Oh no!
I thought that was
the
trouble as well.
triple.
I know. It was. It was just the
Yeah.
treble 5. Wants tops now, Darren, for the 113. Oh, a little high.
73.
Fantastic set of darts there for him. Meanwhile, Dave trying to take out the 130 is still on if he gets this treble 20, and it's off. Has 90 left after the 2.
60.
So Darren tops for the match. A little high, maybe blocking a little bit. Yeah, got to move down to double 10 now after that single 20.
20.
Ooh, and he misses it. Rather uncharacteristic, if I do say so myself. And this is shaping up to be an awfully quick match. My goodness. Wow, and
no.
Dave was on it there after those.
I hate to say, but I want Darren to miss because I want.
Oh,
to have
I
a
know.
good match.
Oh, totally want this to keep on going. Are you kidding me? Absolutely.
10.
All right. Well, we might get our wish yet. Toaster wants tops. Ooh, just inside double 10 to stay alive. He's got to move it way inside. Can't use it as a marker.
Oh.
Unfortunate.
Well, those were close.
But this is certainly no gimme for Darren, especially one miss inside could really thwart it. 2 very high so far. What do we with the third?
Nothing.
High, 3 misses. Toaster trying to follow it up, trying to get it in there.
Nice.
Oh, he gets it on the first.
Good darts. Thanks.
All right.
All right.
Your wish is his command, baby.
I do have a milkshake.
You do have a
I
milkshake.
have a milkshake.
Are you gonna go run and get it?
Nah.
All right. Well,
Well,
so that leg was quite a deviation in the match so far. So it was a 34 dart leg for Dave. But despite that, listen, I mean, Darren still at a 60.5, David at 53.3 through the match. I mean, we still got a hell of a match brewing here.
yeah.
60.
And Shelby, I'm with you. I want Dave to take these next 2, and let's go to a
36.
you know.
Wait, he's still doing mine.
Oh,
No, I'm not.
did
It's good on my end.
Oh, I don't see my score or an update on my side. Now
okay,
I do.
okay.
Okay, my go. Sorry
Yeah,
about
it was
that, David.
always cool.
Cool.
Alrighty. Technology. How does it work? Find out next on our podcast.
60.
Ooh, I was already typing to 45 there. I could have sworn that third dart snuck into the 5, but alas, it did not. Ooh, Toaster looking to put in a ton at least.
100.
All right. So nice recovery from his first turn there. Ooh, but meanwhile, Darren is trying to apply some pressure again.
Ton.
All right, just more just bout for bout with these
what?
players.
Here
Yeah.
we go. Oh, okay, still at 18.
98.
Man.
So Toaster now, though, just needs a ton to set himself up in checkout range, and Darren is outside of that.
85.
Ooh, and that ton 25 would have put him in there, but not in 85. So Toaster could be the first in range.
Wow.
That's going to be helpful. That's going to be
Jeez.
helpful. Oh!
Oh,
Toaster!
sweaty.
Like an amateur!
no. You're the worst.
What a loser.
Yeah.
60.
All these sweats. Baby, these sweats have been
My
exciting.
hands are sweaty a little bit.
We've already had 2 from friggin' Darren this match.
44.
All right, so Dave under 100. Darren won't take the 136 this time, but can you apply a little bit of pressure?
22.
Not really. Dave with the 98. 93 left, wants treble 19 for double 18. Oh, just outside 74 left. These are going treble 18 or treble 14. Treble
38.
14 would have left double 16 for 32. Love the decision as it is. He leaves himself with 60. Fantastic spot, and Darren won't be taking it out here.
25.
It's unfortunate. That third dart looked like he could have had the angle for the treble 20, but no such luck. Toaster wants tops. Now double 10. Oh, just outside.
He didn't get it.
No.
Oh, it's
Click. You
I
can
thought it
almost
was
hear the
in.
click.
He did tap it. You could see it was outside though.
It's unfortunate. Darren wanted 20 to leave himself a bullseye on that second dart.
39.
Couldn't do it. Meanwhile, Toaster is looking for double 10. Inside, double 5. Oof. Well inside. Maybe just bust it. Yeah,
Bust,
just bust
yeah.
it. Smart move. I like it. Just there's no value in setting up for there, I feel. Meanwhile, Darren looking for double 16 for the match. Can't get it. 34.
34.
So leaves him on 16 if he comes back. Toaster still on that double 10. That elusive double 10. Oof. A little bounce out on that second dart.
Oh.
No
And
score.
still no
And the
score.
checkouts were so good the first 4 games, maybe.
Right? Is the
4 or
nerves
5?
getting to
yeah.
him?
Yeah. It gets more.
I think it's
For
inside.
Darren,
so
this
8.
is what would close it and be done.
Wow. There he goes for the game shot. And the match. What an outrageous match. Holy moly. Wow, what can you say about that one? Finishing started off near 100%. 2 maximums for Darren, back and forth scoring all match long. That's the darts we're doing this for. Both players well into the 50s here, almost 60 for Darren, so he's setting himself up as the one to beat this season, making a very early and very impressive mark on the standings. Toaster, real unfortunate to have that result, just getting 2 leg wins with that average. If you had told him going into this match that he was going to throw a 53 based on the other 3 matches, he would have thought he'd be rolling over this league. Darren has different ideas. Let's take a look at where we're at through our first 4 matches here in week 1. So despite his performance, Darren's sitting at 3rd after both Sweet Action and Silver Fox split both of their matches, so it's still anyone's game. But like I said, Darren is making himself the early target going into week 2. So here's a look at our week 2 lineup. I'd say if I had to pick one of these to be a potential feature match, it would have to be that second one there between Sweet Action and DJ Mike Hughes. But really, any of these players are capable of turning it up, especially against each other, and especially as they get more comfortable with the format. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see a whole lot more averages in the 50s, and maybe even some players pushing the 60s next week. That'll do it here for us in week 1. Thanks for watching.